Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back with some more Victoria 3. Apologies, I've been ill for a few days. Still am ill, really, if I'm going to be honest. But it's the weekend. I thought, might as well catch up while it's bright, while it's during the day, while I have some energy. And we're just playing Brazil and chilling and having fun, to be honest. We did just fend off the USA when they tried to invade us for Bolivia. So I'm hoping today we can just relax a little bit. I think we should be fine. But, to be honest, there's lots of economic stuff I want to do today. Also, you can see what I was doing while I was ill. We successfully restored the Sikh Empire, which is fun. That was actually very fun. I'm really into this game at the moment. Right, let's load. Come on. What we got going on? Yeah. The Kalsaraj. Right, here we are. March 1858. Ugh, I don't think there's going to be too much trouble today. I'm really, really hoping the US doesn't just keep invading us forever. That would be very annoying. So, we have a little bit of an issue at the moment with legitimacy. So, what do I mean? Well, if we look here, we've got a big lack of electoral confidence. The issue with this is we basically tanked electoral confidence for a while because we had a negative modifier to it for starting as Brazil. But that negative modifier was timed on the impact. So that has been increasing steadily the whole time while we've been focused on the war. So now we don't have a lot of legitimacy going on. Also, our government parties that we want in charge to service all of our debt, etc., are somewhat incompatible. So as a result, we've got some more radicals coming about, and all of our loyalists are gone. Not great. Not great. So we're having to deal with that. I think we will deal with it. This positivist movement, I don't think is going to actually get all the way to seceding. So I think we just have to be careful at managing things. We are building stuff. What's our construction queue like? It's all still wooden construction at the moment. I want to get off wooden construction. Yes, it's cheap, but it's not very efficient. We're trying to get the iron up. We've got some foreign queues. Looks like Bolivia is building stuff in our country. That's fine. Cotton, dyes, etc. We've had a lot of migration coming in, even during the war, so that was nice. In fact, in particular, at the moment, we have a lot of English people migrating from England. Which in this game is actually the British Republic, so that's fun. The British Republic. Also, the East India Company exploded, so we just have all the Indian printers here. That's pretty funny. Will we leverage that? Maybe. Maybe if we get multiculturalism, we'll get a lot of Indian migrants. We'll see. But let's just relax for now. Let's just try and get our infrastructure up. So let's go to speed 3. Let's unpause it. What else have we got going on here? We are currently making money. That's good. This is a fair bit of interest. Let's pay off this interest. We went into a lot of debt during the war. How is our tax situation? Okay, so we're on level 3 taxes. That's fine. Hello, Shen. How are you? I'm still a bit ill, but I'm feeling well enough to stream, and it's the weekend, so I feel like I can actually stream. But we're opportunistically making use of this time slot. Now, what's going on down here? Are we in a diplomatic play? Oh, that's right. The Mapuche are fighting against Argentina. I don't care about that. Argentina has that sorted. That's fine. But yeah, while I was actually ill, we did the Kalsaraj stuff, the Sikh Empire. That was a lot of fun. You know, because they kept trying to assassinate all the different Maharajas. Maybe I'll do that on stream at some point. So we've got expensive military goods. Yeah, iron is the main one. We want iron, A, because we're using it... Well, our subjects are using it for construction, and we're eventually going to use it for construction. So we really do need this. We've got a low training rate. Yeah, we're not getting involved in this war. Don't worry about it. We've got our armada here as well. The other thing is, because we've had the war with the US, we have kind of overdeveloped our military compared to the size of our economy. So we're really hoping for more migrants. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Shen. I've been watching your EU5 while I've been in bed, feeling sorry for myself. And Mutapa seems to be doing well. I think you think the patch is an improvement over what it was previously, right? What are we doing here? Oh, that's right. We're trying to enact census suffrage as well. We're trying to get a better voting system so that we can get some more legitimacy. That's fine. Let's keep making iron. Let's keep making all of our expensive goods. We are at least making money at the moment. We've got a fair amount of tax revenue coming in. We have actually got to the point where we're not wasting taxes. But we've just got to get rid of some of this interest. Modern sewerage. That's good. More infrastructure, more construction progress on single tasks. I think the main thing this is going to be relevant for is infrastructure, because if we have a look... Yeah, we were pretty low on some of these inner states, but I think this is going to kick back into gear now. That's good. Right, what else is going on? The patch helps, that's good. Right, what do we actually want? Let's have a look in society techs. We've got labor movement getting progress. Quinine? I don't think we really need quinine. Actually, health system investment might be good for us. What are our institutions again? Institutions. So we've got level 3 health, we've got level 2 health, level 3 education. Yeah, we could increase this, get some reduced mortality going. We do want the Catholic Church to be strong. I want that birth rate bonus again. What are our interest groups doing? So the Catholics are still getting up there. But we need to get them back to the point where they're giving us this birth rate bonus. We really want to increase our population. But to do that, we're going to have to get rid of our radicals, get more loyalists again, sort out the legitimacy crisis. I think that does mean we go for quinine. So we can get the extra health investment, I think. Postal savings. I don't think the investment pool contribution efficiency is necessarily what we need. We could do another company. Do we want another company? I mean, probably, right? We've got our Rosewood company. Companies do make a big difference. A company will help us actually industrialize better. Let's do it. Let's get a company going. We'll do the health system investment afterwards, I think. Companies are very strong. How's our company doing? We got the Rosewood company. They're doing paper, they're doing logging camps, trade, sulfur as well. They're giving us extra infrastructure and extra tooling workshops output. And they're giving us the prestige Rosewood. Are we actually selling this? Yeah, we're selling a lot of this abroad without even manufacturing stuff from it. Because people love making stuff at this because it gives extra throughput. And we get extra trade advantage for exports. So that's really good. And it gives us a lot of prestige as well because it's a unique prestige good. So that's good. Let's unpause. Let's actually just do some things. I'm not going to go too fast. Definitely want to build this iron mine. I want to pay off like a decent chunk of this debt. We also want to get the petty bourgeoisie back up to powerful if we can. Because their interest is going to make a big difference. Special wood, is that new? I'm not sure how new it is. But we're Brazil, so this is our unique Brazilian company. Brazil has a lot of unique companies with the companies DLC. But yeah, we also have a load of states that actually give us 25% extra hardwood output. So this isn't throughput, this is output. Which is even better because it means we're spending less tools on cutting down the wood. So we've got to get some stuff built here. The construction efficiency penalty is pretty bad, but hardwood is going to be the foundation of a lot of what we're doing, to be frank. Alright, what we got here? The mob approaches. Okay. Now, let's see. I think, generally, I don't mind the movement going forward in progress, because it's not going to get to 100%. It's going to trend back to 78%. And obviously, the more radicals we get, the worse this is going to get. But for now, we can just do this to get some more loyalists. So, will we get the 5% or will we get the loyalists? We'll get the 5%. Oh, whatever. See, look, it's going to come back down. If this actually fires, then we're going to fail the magnanimous monarch thing, I think. So, that's not good. How else is this going? Anti-Spanish associations doing well. We want the French fellowship to do well. Are there any more treaties we could do with France? We could just give France investment rights and trade privileges. We could get... Is there anything they could offer us? Military assistance? Yeah, there you go. Make our military goods cheaper. That's actually really good for us. We're spending a lot on military goods compared to the size of our economy at the moment. That's really good for us. I don't mind letting France build some more stuff in our country. How much of our GDP is actually owned? Let's have a look at this. I've been playing around with this a lot off stream. So we have some buildings from the Ottomans. That's fine. Yeah, let France build in us if they want. That's okay. We just want France to be happy with us. This will make the petty bourgeoisie and we want these lobbies to do well. We really do. Because we're fighting tooth and nail to get these interest groups back on side with all these radicals. Should be fine. There's nothing we really want from conquest at the moment. We just want to be alone. The US is doing pretty well. We need to keep our military strong so that they don't invade us again, because that really was annoying. But we are at least making money. It's going to take a long time to pay this off. Also, if we get another company on board, they can privatize. We can privatize a lot of our buildings, and they can get our debt down as well. Our debt is manageable at the moment, but I don't want it to get any bigger until we get this the petty bourgeoisie powerful again. This is like a lot of red. Gone to the dogs. Debate. Okay, that's fine. What does this mean? A horrendous first draft of census suffrage has every faction clamoring to ram in their desired changes. Charles Dickens has whipped up immense public discontent. Charles Dickens is being a scoundrel. He was actually really funny when I was playing off stream as well. He ended up throwing a coup against Queen Victoria and getting the petty bourgeoisie in government. Funny man. So lower... Hold on. Let's look at this. Lower armed forces approval and get success with chance. That seems fine. Success chance. Let's see. I don't think I care about that. Or we get extra armed forces approval. I think we take them down to -3. I don't think we want them at -5. This should be fine, though. Okay. Yeah, we really want to get this through. Let's actually see if we can negotiate with anyone either. There's some tense negotiations going on. I want the church to get... I want the church to actually give us the birth rate bonus again while we're letting in all these migrants. And I want them to be happy with us and powerful. So let's actually Normally I don't do sort of the pragmatic negotiations, but I think it's worth doing in this case. Past no schools, lol. -15% bureaucracy and extra pop attraction. I don't think we can do the standard of living one. Because we still have some slaves, so I don't think that's going to happen. Let's do this one. That's going to be a big penalty for now. But we can build some extra government. We're going to use these government administrations later anyways. We actually have plenty of taxation capacity at the moment. Is that because we have... Which bureaucrats do we have? We have elected bureaucrats. Okay. That's fine. Right, I guess we just build them... in Rio then. Yeah, look, our infrastructure balance has gone back up a lot. That's good. It's only the less populated states that have less infrastructure now. That should sort itself out with migration, I think. Let's just build 3 more in Rio. Let's build 4 more in Rio. And let's put that at the top of the queue. We'll spend that on health system stuff later. That's fine. Okay. Wood is still quite expensive. Tools are quite expensive. Yeah, there we go. So now we're getting the birth rate bonus, and they're powerful again because of the interest group attraction. That's really good. Bolivian National Awakening. That's fine, I think. Yeah, look, our population's already got up a lot because of the migrants. Let's go back to the migration overlay. We gotta watch this when the English people are moving in. They're gonna be moving in until February. You'll see when it happens. See, it's happened now. So we got 25,000, 10,000, 13,000, 12,000. This is so many people. That's 70,000 people we got today. This is gonna fill in a lot of our jobs. This is gonna grow our economy a lot. In fact, it's probably at the point where I should consider building more construction sectors, but I'm not going to worry about that immediately. Supporting the Spanish workers. We will support the workers in Spain, boosting the power of the trade unions. So, do we want that? Yeah, trade unions are good, I think. We just want the landowners to have less clout. That seems fine to me. We got another one over here. A fort in a sea of anger. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal. Are we still on wood construction method? We are at the moment. I don't think our subjects have been using the iron construction. So, we kind of don't have quite enough iron to fully switch to it ourselves yet. I know it's more efficient in terms of materials. I'll switch to it in a bit, but we'll have a think. Now, let's see. We don't really want more radicals from the servicemen. That's a lot more pops than officers, right? Should we check this? You know what? Let's actually check this. If we look at this state and we look at the population, we can see how many people are servicemen. So we have 13,000 servicemen and we have 600 officers. So let's just do the officers. I don't mind if the movement goes up a little bit. It might even go down, but that doesn't matter at all. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a lot of radicals. Another harvest condition. Extreme winds. Brazil gets so many harvest conditions. I feel like we should just max out the National Guard. We get that so often. Right, war with Mapuche is broken out. That's fine. That's good for Argentina. That means we should colonize them a bit more quickly. Chile is still growing down here. That's fine. What's the power block do? Power block's doing alright. I don't think the power block is going to move very much. We get a mandate in 7 months. That's good. Right, let's actually have a look at this, right? So we're paying $32,000 for construction goods at the moment. If we actually have a look at our market, what's the price of iron? Iron's still very expensive because these are construction sectors in our vassals. They're using almost all of our mine production. All of our iron production from the mines. We just need to keep building more of those. But we've got to get this bureaucracy back so we can get our tax revenue back. We'll do that first, and then we'll keep doing this. But yeah, we're just going to pay through the nose for iron construction at the moment. And I don't mind that our subjects are doing iron construction, because eventually, like, Argentina's our puppet. So, like, so long as the goods are cheap in our market, I want them to do well. Them doing well means that we're doing well. Looks like the election is starting again. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Let's check what's going on here with the momentum. Will it show me? Do I have to press this first? I think I have to press this first. Who do we want? Well, actually, no. We need to get electoral confidence up now, because that's causing the huge issue. If we go to the government, yeah, here's the election window. Okay, so we have 20% confidence. This is giving us minus 22% legitimacy, or minus 22 legitimacy, and it's modified by minus 45%. So this is from electoral clientelism, and then this is just from wealth voting. So we've got to get this back up. So I think I'm not gonna actually. I think I'm not gonna favor any party. We'll just see what the events throw away. Do I care about influencing Hawaii? Probably not at the moment, right? Right, let's leave that alone for now. North Germans. I love when we get North Germans. We're getting so many North Germans. They're not happy here. Prussia has not formed Germany. We've got all of our migration decrees online. In fact, actually, we have enough authority. We can do another migration decree. That sounds good, doesn't it? Are we just doing migration decrees with this? We're suppressing the positivists as well. That's fine. Yeah, let's do this. That's good. Legitimacy is still creeping around. At least the voting is going through because of the movement, but I really just don't want them to secede. That would be bad. It's not actually a big secession, but it just impacts the magnanimous monarch thing. Oh, look, now we're getting the Southern Germans. Good. This is good. How many actual... Hold on. Can I just have a think? How many actual jobs do we have available for people? Like... Are there many available? There's lots of peasants. There's not a lot of unemployed. Looks like we got colonization rights in Argentina. Good job, Argentina. The popularity contest. Right. Who do we want? We want someone who is going to actually let us do propertied women. So that would be the Liberal Party, right? Let's go and have a look at this, because we need to do this to make our heir legitimate for Brazil. Because our heir is currently a lady. Yeah, so... Oh, God. Intelligentsia. Stop it! You were having that issue as well in EU5, weren't you? Hmm. Yes, this seems good. There's no trade unions in here, are there? They're in this one. Actually, let's just check. Let's just check what the current spread is. So the Conservatives are in the lead, but their momentum's reduced a lot. The Liberals are doing well. These guys are getting momentum as well. Can we try and get a coalition of the Liberals and the Farifiles? That seems good. It's a shame we can't get the better interest rate bonus from these guys. They are conservatives. But we just need to pass this law. So the rural folk are doing work. They're giving us migration attraction and agriculture and plantations throughput. And if we vote for this, then either of those parties will support this chance. Oh, but this is just because Pedro's a reformer. That's the only place the success chance is coming from. We've got to have one of them in government. We've negotiated with... Have we negotiated with you? Is that what this is saying? Let's do the Liberal Party. I think that makes sense. I don't want to deliberate on that too much. Right. How's this going? This is going alright. Yeah, our population's booming. It's going to absolutely boom. We've got another harvest condition. Optimal sunlight. Great. In the one little corner that we don't care about. Great. Good job. Are we incorporating Acre? We are. It's going to take 14 years. Good. I'm glad colonization's going well. Cohesion is increasing. We need Bolivia's liberty desire to decrease. I mean, Bolivia is thankfully feeling a bit more ambivalent towards us these days. We've given them investment rights. What else do we want to do? Is there anything else we could do that we want to do? I don't want to tank our legitimacy. That would be a good one. This is actually going down on its own a fair bit, so I probably don't have to worry about that. Yeah, let's leave that alone. I think that will sort itself out, and then we can actually integrate either Peru or Chile. Not sure which one I'd rather do. Have we got any agitators that are interesting at the moment? Oh yeah, we've got Charles Dickens. Yep, true. We got Bronislaw. I'm not going to pronounce this. Sorry. From Krakow. I feel like I'm missing something with the agitators. I feel like there's more I could be doing with them. But until we get multiculturalism, it's kind of annoying getting agitators to support the movements we want. But I think there's more I'm going to learn about that gradually. At a soiree for the Conservative Party's wealthiest supporters, Charles Dickens has begun a long-winded rant about the merits of slavery. Great! People are entitled to their opinions, even if they are wrong. Lol. Okay. One wonders if Dickens has ever been flogged before. I love that Charles Dickens is so involved in this playthrough. So we probably just want to add the least amount of momentum, right? There's no reason to make more radicals unnecessarily. Dahl's chickens. Yeah, we're getting back on top of the bureaucracy. That means the credit's going down. That's good. It'd be nice to get some more universities as well, but our literacy is good. We're getting a lot of tech spread. That's really good. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, have we still got expensive paper? Not really. We could support more declared interests. We can always support more declared interests. That's a good thing. Again, we don't actually want any of Africa, I'm pretty sure. We've got enough stuff in South America. I don't think that's ever going to be the constraint. Maybe at some point. But I'm pretty sure the Europeans are going to get over this before we bother getting to that point. Maybe just more silk sources, right? You know what? Let's do North China. If we're ever going to actually set up anything overseas, more North Germans. Good, good. Oh my god. The double mass migration. Wallonians too. Look, we're up to 9.34 million. Business is booming. This is good. Very good. Oh, let's have a look at our integrating the Brazilian nation thing as well, right? We need to remove turmoil from the Sulistas, right? That was a thing. They are at 13% turmoil. Okay. I still don't get what's causing the turmoil. Is it just living conditions? Is it... Oh, it's because you're radicals. Oh, it's just because of our legitimacy situation. This will sort itself out once our legitimacy improves. Right. Our agitator is taking a fiery stand against the blanks case for democracy by the enlightened few. Though simple, the case was an effective endorsement of the Farpilas party's stance on universal suffrage. Okay, so we can give them extra movement. We can get radical movement pop attraction. I don't think we really want that at the moment. When will legitimacy improve? Hopefully once we pass census suffrage and once we actually get the election result. I don't really like... I don't know. I mean... I don't want the radical movement pop attraction because the radical movement... Actually, it's the positivist movement that's causing the issue, right? If we go and have a look at our movements... I mean, the radical movement's getting up there. Among all supporters, we got 32,000 radicals from them. Yeah, but at the moment, I think most of the radicals are just from the positivist movement. Where is this? Where is the positivist movement? Here. No. Well, where are the radicals then? It's laborers, mostly politically unaligned. It's just random people. Let's go for this. I'm sure we'll find. I'm sure what we'll do is we'll put together a party with both the power appealers and the liberals. Just do this. See how that goes. Clause is coming to town. Advance. Santa Claus. The intelligentsia and the landowners are jockeying for minor but favourite concessions regarding census suffrage. Supporters of Charles Dickens are calling for a resolution without concessions. So we could either get more petty bourgeoisie attraction and approval and success chance, or we can give a random group approval. Let's just give the petty bourgeoisie. We like them. We want them to be happy. We want them to be powerful. I don't think that's going to end up happening. Looks like we've got more stuff down here with Chile. Oh, Chile will be fine. I'm not worried about Chile. Yeah, these guys, the positivists are militant because of census suffrage. They will go away once we pass the law. This law should pass fairly soon. I'm fairly confident in that. But yeah, let's just keep going. We've got to at least make some progress today. I'm going to be gone at about 4:30, probably a bit before that. We are getting a lot of election events though because we're running 3 elections, so we do need to actually pay attention to those. So what's this one down here? Pressing issues. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across Brazil, the electorate debates which parties we're trusting with the next term. Oh right, we can add more momentum. Okay. Let's do it to the liberals again. There you go. But yeah, the momentum is shifting around quite a lot here. I think this is good. I think we're going to get a lot of the momentum for the liberals, some for the far appealers. And then I'm just hoping we can have a collaborative party with these two involved once we've actually got census suffrage. Because the good thing about census suffrage as well is it will give us... Well, it won't affect our government size allowance. It's not going to cause a penalty in that respect. Looks like universal suffrage is kind of close to actually being possible. That could come later. That's fine. Okay. Brazilian-French fellowship demands action. They want us to embargo Russia. Sure. Why not? We got plenty of influence going on. Embargo Russia. Get out of here. Revolution in Indonesia. Yeah, we want these lobbies to be as good as possible. Yeah, that's good. That's great. We're up to 9.6 million population. I've got to admit, this is the fastest I've ever seen my population go up in a game ever. Right, what's going on down here? The Rio de Janeiro Political Union. Organizers affiliated with the radical movement have founded an organization devoted to fostering popular participation in politics in the Rio de Janeiro region. Okay. So extra pop strength, movement attraction. That's fine. There's some interesting stuff going on here. Greeks? We're getting Greeks from Greece? That's fine. Our migration attraction is really strong. Fantastic. If we look at the actual migration attraction mode, yeah, we've got like 73, 77, 82, 80, 78. Yeah, that's really good. We're getting a lot of this. Bolivia's picking some up as well. The Pope is immigrating to Bolivia. Looks like everyone's moving out of here and onto the coast. I guess it's kind of expected. I think that's fine. We'll shuffle that around later if we need to, but I think that's fine for now. Standard of living doing? Standard of living isn't doing much. It won't do very much at the moment. We're bringing in so many new people. I can't expect to reasonably budge this anyways. Literacy is also flattened because we turned off all of our education things, but I think it's high enough that just bringing in more people from Europe is probably the most important thing. They will probably be literate enough that it helps. And then GDP-wise, it's still going up. I mean, I would expect it to go up. It's not actually going up as fast as our population is for a change. Right, so the Liberals and the Farapinas got a fair bit. The Conservatives got the most. Let's have a look at this, then. Can we do anything? Kind of. We do this, that's kind of back to where we were. At least then we've got the intelligentsia in, so we can get the property women sorted out. I think that's fine. Yes, 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 do that. The Brazilian Spanish society is formed as a result of increasing ideological similarities with Spain, with the Catholic Church, petty bourgeoisie, and armed forces. Okay, that's good. Another lobby that hate us. That's not good. Okay, right, why is this? From diplomatic situation of lobby formation. Right. Well, I imagine that will improve over time, right? Let's see, what can we do about that? That's bad. Improve relations with Spain. Good. What is Spain's attitude with us? Oh, Spain hates us because they're our rival. We don't need them to be our rival anymore, do we? Oh! Oh, I see. We've got the Anti-Spanish Association and the Brazilian Spanish Society. Oh, fantastic. That's not good at all, is it? Very, very polarized. Well, that means we're not going to get our interest rate bonus anymore. So that means it's even more important that we pay off this debt. So all of these modifiers are going to flip around. It's not good. No! That's not good. Now, let's think about who we want. We want the rural folk. Ideally, we want the Catholics, but I don't think it's going to happen. Ideally, we want the landowners. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we just don't budge on that. Yeah, let's leave that alone for now. It looks like our infamy is going away as well. Is there anything else that we wanted to do with our infamy? I don't think there is at the moment. Because we know the US is going to intervene over here. I think I'm just going to spread out a load of improved relations in general. Let's improve with Britain. Let's improve with Russia. Let's improve with the US. I don't actually want to fight the US again. Let's just do that. We got lower authority again because of what? Oh, I don't know. Probably a modifier down here, right? Yeah. We got extra radicals for political movements. That's not good. Lower tax income. You're going up to 79%. We've still got a decent success chance in census suffrage, though, so that's okay. What's your enactment time looking like? This will change government legitimacy by 4. That's good. Yeah, this is good. That's fine. What else is going on? Yeah, it's still iron again. We're building more iron mines, though. That's fine. Garrison refuses order. Do we care about trading rate and armed forces approval? Well, it's already pretty bad, right? I don't think that's gonna help. I don't want to devastate the province. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't care. Get out of here. I mean, the clout of the landowners has gone down, which is good. What's going on at the moment? We got a new mandate? Okay, that's good. Let's have a look at the power block and stop feeling so depressed. Okay. 1 available mandates. Can I add? Can I add one? I can upgrade. Oh, we only get the extra slots if our power block is more powerful than the other power blocks. So our power block at the moment is number 7. So we need to get to number 5. What determines this? The GDP? Looks like the GDP. No. Number of countries in the power block? No. Oh, just the total prestige of the power block. Okay. That's fine. So we need to get to number 5 to unlock another slot. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure we just want to upgrade one of these at the moment. So if we upgrade this, we get plus 15 authority per subject, and we get extra income transfer, which is nice. Allows using decrees on subject states. That's kind of interesting. And then what's the final one of migration? No, we don't want this. Hold on. What's the final one on freedom of movement? This one is... increased exchange production method for arts academies and universities. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, let me show you this. This is pretty cool. Oh, God. Get out of here. Also, I'm really glad the game's running well today. That always makes me happy. Now, let's see. Arts Academy. So if we go here, no? Oh, right, we've got this automatically enabled. So we've got freedom of movement here. So that gives plus 20% migration attraction for every state that has an arts academy in it. And similarly, this gives the same for every state that has a university in it. Right? Is that true? So let's actually have a look. So Rio de Janeiro has 2 universities and no art gallery. Sao Paulo has 1 art gallery and 1 art academy and 1 university. Let's look at this. So if we go to... migration attraction. I mean, it would help if you actually let me hover over some of those numbers. I don't know why the game doesn't let you. Do I need to unpause? Let's unpause. And then see what happens. The Republican proposal. In a private audience with Pedro, Minister Juscelino de Castro suggests the emperor could peacefully transition Brazil to a republican form of government. The emperor could be granted the honor of being the nation's first president after abdicating. What? No. We don't want to have a republic. We want to stay the magnanimous monarch. Get out of here. This is going down. No. How dare you. We're on a thin rope. We're on a tightrope with that. We're walking a tightrope. That's what we're doing. Well, I'm glad that happens automatically. Man, we're getting so many events. We've got a stall, sick leave. A lengthy speech by Charles Dickens took a wild turn after consuming a tainted drink. With his incapacitation, the government has lost one of its most effective advocates. No! Charles Dickens. He loses popularity for 5 years. Lower success chance, extra loyalists. Or lower success chance, and then he gets wounded, which is minus health. And then he gets extra popularity. Let's do that. We need to keep the success chance high. We were also already on 2 setbacks, so this isn't good. This might not pass if we get another setback. Well, it won't pass if we get another setback. That's really not good. Right, let's go back to looking at this. Yeah, plus 20% from university in Rio. And then if we look at Sao Paulo, it's plus 20% from university in Sao Paulo and plus 20% from Arts Academy in Sao Paulo. So what this means is we want an arts academy and a university in every state. That's what we want to do. Or at least every state that we want to attract migrants to. So we can do that. You can do that. I mean, how urgent is it? Oh, how quick is it for us to do this? So this is 400 construction. There's a lot that we could do arts academies in. Would it actually make a decent amount of money? I guess. Paper is relatively cheap. Well, we're building iron mines at the moment, and then we got a load of other things on our list. We have a look at our market. Wood is still quite expensive. Iron is very expensive. I mean, I think getting all of this... attracting all of this extra migration is probably important, right? It's also actually, frankly, going to dilute the amount of radicals we have. Which is really funny to me that that's what we're doing. Well, let's see. We want universities anyways, because we want the extra innovation, and we want qualifications that can fit in all the advanced jobs. So let's just plan to put a university in every state that doesn't have a construction penalty. That seems like a good idea, right? Now, it doesn't look like there's anyone... There's no peasants here, but there are enough adult workers that we can put one at Rio Grande do Norte as well. You're a bit low on infrastructure, but that's fine. What about Paraiba? Yeah, that's fine. And then we don't want these 3. Okay. That's a lot of universities queued up. That's going to be a lot... Well, they don't consume that much paper. Hello, Felix. I'm doing alright, thank you. I've had a cold. That's why I haven't been streaming during the week. Because my nose has been streaming during the week instead. I'm still feeling a little bit below 100%. But well enough to stream. It's the weekend. I wanted to fit this in, you know, because it's Mother's Day this weekend. So I'm trying to fit this in before I'm too busy. But it's going alright. We're trying to increase legitimacy. We're kind of getting there. Not really. We're trying to pass census suffrage as well, and that's having a bit of trouble. The radical movement is growing, which is helping. The intelligentsia are also in government, which is helping. The landowners are unhappy, which is not helping. This is kind of a chicken and egg situation. But our population's absolutely booming. So many people are getting sick lately. Yeah. Yeah, look at our population. We're over 10 million now. This is fantastic. We're getting just huge numbers of English and German migrants. We got an admiral doing something. The admiral is... Oh, he's doing a coup. Oh, good. Love coups. So obviously we want the present regime to survive. Yeah, this is because the armed forces hate us. That's true. So we obviously don't want the coup. No, we don't want to cancel the census suffrage. Right. What's going on with this then? So the coup is progressing a lot. That's not good. that's 19.3 monthly progress. That's really bad. So the coup strength is really high. Coup resistance is... Well, coup resistance is not very high because of the legitimacy issue. He's popular, he controls all of the navy. He's located in the capital. Right, well... What could we do? Triggers an event. I mean, we can manually remove him, but I think that causes other issues as well. Because if we go in here, we look here. We can retire him, but that's going to... Using this interaction on a character who's currently participating in a coup will cause a immediate confrontation, disadvantaging the coupists. Yeah. Right. So let's think about this. Because normally when we get a coup, it's usually when we can... That sort of stops being an issue pretty quickly. Get the big bottle Coke Zeros? Yeah, I like them. This is the cherry float one. Big fan of the cherry and vanilla. Let's have a closer look at this coup. So... What we could do is we could move him to a smaller navy that only controls one ship. That's something we could do, right? Have you heard of the Great Wave update? Yes, I have seen the update news for the new DLCs coming out. That's nice. I have said that navies don't currently do a lot in the game, and it's clear that Paradox knows this now. That's good. Let's make a very small navy and put him in it and see if that will work. Okay. Let's try it. So, you're the coupist. You get, let's see, 1 frigate. There you go. Have fun. Right. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna help? Yes. Okay, so that has actually halved the amount of monthly progress. That's really good. So his popularity is quite high. It's this low legitimacy crap. Yeah, really happy that Paradox are investing in this game again. I think it really did turn a corner with popularity after Charters of Commerce. This is still going to go up very quickly. 10 per month. It will time out in 2 years. This does at least give us time to do something. I mean, the other thing we could look at is... Hold on. So... Fraction of total Navy units commanded by coup-list commander. Clout strength. So the armed forces isn't very strong, so this isn't a lot of clout. If we could get legitimacy back up, then this should time out. But how do we get legitimacy up quickly? Well, we could lower taxes. That would help. It doesn't give a lot, but it gives some, but that would make this take longer. I think this is at the point where we can leave it. This isn't going to progress immediately. So I think we just leave it for now. I believe we also don't want a coup to happen for this, right? It doesn't... It doesn't actually say one way or the other about a coup. I mean, I'm sure we don't want a coup anyways, right? Closing in. Admiral has become aware of the state's efforts to reduce the amount of military forces available to him. Lol, yeah, that's true. Okay. So, coup bar will advance by 50. Or we get extra radicals, lowered approval from the armed forces. I mean, sure, whatever, man. Whatever, man. I think it's still probably preferable, right? Our legitimacy has increased. That's interesting. Arms industries have a new production method. Let's have a look at that. Man, a lot's happening. Not a lot of time has passed. That's fine. Right, so rifles uses steel. We don't have steel production. Let's leave that for now, then. Disappearing interests. There's lots of things going on here. We got a scroll bar now. Good. Oh, we need another commander to fill this in, actually. They're all from the armed forces. What about you? Are you from the armed forces? You're an expert naval commander. How about you? There you go. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. Oh, let's have a look at the institutions as well. We got law enforcement up. Do I want to keep increasing this? I probably do, but we really don't have the bureaucracy. This has gone down again? Why? I'm gonna have to increase this again to make sure we get our taxes back. I mean, that's fine. What, 1, 2, 3, 4? You are actually full, aren't you? Okay. Let's unpause again. Thank you, game. I guess we'll remove one of the migration decrees. That's probably fine. I'll remove 2. Let's keep this positive. Man, our country's in a really interesting political situation at the moment. That's kind of getting in the way of our economic growth. I mean, we are growing. We're just not growing as fast as we should be. It is what it is. This is ticking up. That's not good. It's because the radicals keep increasing. We're just going to keep attracting more migrants faster than the radicals can grow. That's not a good plan, is it? Tools are in short supply. Clothes. I mean, more iron's always a good idea. Do we have a lot of unemployed? So the thing is, we don't actually have a lot of unemployed. Most of the people that are coming over are dependents. And we do have jobs available. The private sector is still building a lot more plantations, so that's fine. So we're not in a position where we need to build loads of buildings for people to give people jobs. So let's just keep building buildings that we want to actually build. Also, what's the iron mines situation? Looks like we've got enough infrastructure to build plenty more iron mines in our territory again. That's good. So, probably just worth queuing that up. Mato Grosso? No. Parat? No. That's fine. Maybe we do that one after Jujuy. Come down here. There you go. And then the universities. The universities don't hire a lot of people, but that's fine. Yeah, so this coup is going up. But it's not going up startlingly quickly. Maybe if it gets towards the top, we just manually fire him and see what happens. Can do attitude. Oh, right, because we're making canned food. No, well, the armed forces already hate us, so get rid of them. Get out of here. You can figure out how to open cans. You're causing me enough problems as it is. Yeah, this is weekly change. So, is that... Can I actually get this guy out of our capital strategic region? Can I just, like, restation you somewhere? I can restation you in Ecuador. There you go, go to Ecuador. Fuck you, go to Ecuador. Is that actually gonna help? It is! It's going down! That was the entire issue. What? There's no way. Oh, it's because you're currently in transit or on a front. That's very funny. We got another event. Enemy of my enemy. Building on a perceived common enmity to Russia, pro-Spanish associations have become commonplace in the patriotically inclined landowners. Okay. Right. Okay, so... Landowners joined the British-Spanish Society. So... Okay, that's the one that we don't want them in. But the appeasement increases by 3. That's interesting. Or they just join anyways. Or they just get lowered approval. Okay, well, let's just... I guess that makes sense, right? So one more group in here. The Brazilian French Fellowship got some extra appeasement from that. That's interesting. Did they? I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading properly. Right. I mean, that probably is... Yeah, that gives the minor bonuses back. That's fair enough. Oh, our bureaucracy goes back up. That's why our bureaucracy went down. Okay, so you could go down to the bottom now, then. We'll build you, because you're 1 week away. I don't mind having a little extra. In fact, actually, if we have a little extra, let's actually increase our law enforcement again. That seems fine. Okay. I'm happy with how the situation is unfolding. Yeah, coup is going down. That's hilarious, that's all it took. Where are you then? Are you currently there? Are you just en route? You're en route. Okay, that's fine. It's really funny that we can just station him in Ecuador and that neutralizes the entire threat. That's the funny thing about these coups, is there's really funny ways of just neutralizing them. Okay, we actually got to the final stage with census suffrage. That's really good. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. We're actually untangling some of these problems. Now, the problem is this bar needs to be above 50%. So because it's at 50% at the moment, we need to do something to advance it. Can we marginalize the armed forces? That would be good. They're at 6.7% clout at the moment. The clout's not doing amazingly. I'm imagining as our population grows, their clout will start to decrease anyways. We can see. So what do we want to do with Hawaii? Can we do something with Hawaii? Can we make them a subject? Do I declare an interest in Oceania? I did have an available interest. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, go for it. I mean, we can try and make Hawaii a vassal, right? Is the US going to get mad at us for that? Is there anything in Hawaii we actually want? There is iron. That's fine. I don't know. I mean, it's not awful. There's a few people here. We can add them to the power block. I don't know. How is the power block doing? Yeah, we're at 47 cohesion now. Good! Our prestige is going up as well. That helps. Okay. Is there anything we can do for more prestige? Probably not at the moment, right? Also, census suffrage is going to take longer now because we've got more legitimacy. That's the funny thing. If you go from illegitimate to unstable, it adds this 50% penalty. Very funny to me. Looks like we've got more authority again. Let's add more decrees then. An emergency relief? Really? Oh, because of all the friggin' wildfires and everything. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Add these again. Yeah, we're up to 10.3 million. Good. So long as we're not getting loads of unemployed, we've got a couple of unemployed. I'm glad we're building more iron mines again.
Killer fish.
Hello, Uglavisk.
Killer fish from San Diego.
I'm streaming at a weird time today.
I am, but I taste really good.
We were ill.
I'm a killer fish. Hello.
Well,
I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
I am ill, but I've been using this nasal cleaning kit, which I'm sure you're fascinated to hear about. So, that's been helping with the congestion. A shot in the dark. A prominent functionary and supporter of the intelligentsia has been shot in broad daylight. The local police seem uninterested in investigating any further. Really? So we can lower the coup progress. If this hits 0, by the way, then the coup ends. Or we can advance the coup progress and we get less approval from the intelligentsia. But this would cost us bureaucracy, authority, and legitimacy. We really need legitimacy at the moment. The coup progress is going down a lot. That's good. I think we can actually just increase this and not take that massive penalty. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, now that he's in Ecuador, he's really not doing anything for the coup. And if this times out, then it fails as well. And it should time out well before it gets to 100. So that's good. How are you doing, Uglavisk? We're currently trying to navigate the really complex political situation in Brazil. We're trying to pass census suffrage and increase our legitimacy. We have partially succeeded, but we've still got the positivists causing problems as well. So we really need this to wrap up. And thankfully, we're at the point where it's almost about to pass. But if we get a setback from the stall, then the whole thing could still completely fail. We wouldn't do it. So we're a little bit worried. In the meantime, we're trying to pay off our debt because the petty bourgeoisie are unhappy. Well, they were unhappy with us. They're not happy enough to give us. They're not happy enough to give us the loan interest rate reduction. Can we fix that? Actually, we could increase government wages. This costs a lot of money, though. We could actually get them to +10 if we just pay them a lot and get the loan reduction. That gives us more authority as well. Is that worth doing? This is basically all the extra money we're making. You know what? That's fine. Do it. Get the bonus, and then we can lower it back down a little bit. Because we can lower this to... We can lower this to, like, 8. Although it's already gone down as well. Let's just leave it like that. That's fine at the moment. More prestige is also good for the power block. More authority is good because we can do another decree. We're really just activating all of these greener grass campaigns whenever we feel like it. The main thing I want to do today, because we got the increased free movement thing for our universities and art academies, I want to build an art academy and university in every state on the coast. That's what I want to do today. A growing split. The armed forces, despite being closely associated with Admiral Ignatio's Regressivist party, object to the notion of overturning government by force. Okay, that's good. Less political strength, coup retreats. Good. Get out of here. I hate you, armed forces. All you did is save us from the US. What have you done for me lately? That's fine. This coup is probably going to fall out then. Good. We still got any migrations going on at the moment? We've still got some North Germans. We've still got some Greeks. Not huge amounts at the moment, but that's fine. We had a big spike. This will keep happening as well. Your attitude has changed to aloof. That's fine. Bolivia is... Actually, we could decrease autonomy in Bolivia soon. That would be nice. I think we generally want to do that before we start making more vassals. This will give us a lot. This will give us some extra money. Oh, we got the atmospheric engine. This means we can improve our mines. Right. So this means we could put tools in and get more coal out, and then this means we can put tools and coal in and get more of our other mining materials out. And it means we can build motor industries. That's fine. Right. This is very important. Let's do this. So mines. First of all, coal mines. We don't have a lot of tools production, but this is clearly worth it. And then iron. We have a lot of iron mines. The issue is, this is going to make coal too expensive. But we can mine more coal pretty easily. And then this will give us the iron we actually need to do the construction, right? But it's going to make tools too expensive. This is, I think, what we need to actually do the push to get iron frame construction going, which is really... I've really wanted that for ages. Perhaps we should have been prioritizing some of the production techs instead of all these society techs. I don't know. I tend to like to do society techs because we tend to get the bonus to the tech from things. But Brazil doesn't actually have one of those modifiers. We got more torrential rains. Okay. I'm just actually going to activate... I'd like to activate another level of this as well. We do still have some turmoil. And these radicals are just... We just got to get rid of these radicals, man. We've got some coal mines on here as well, actually. It sounds like we need to do some more tooling workshops. How's the unemployed situation looking? Okay. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should get a... Actually, I think we should get a level 5 tooling workshop in Bahia, and then we can figure out what to do with that. So let's put that up top. This is a lot of shuffling around of random things. We will do these universities eventually, but I think if we actually just get some more tools made, then we can start shifting over to iron frame construction. Tools seems to be the constraint. Also, what's our tools production method at the moment? It is... Oh, do I want to switch over to this with gold? Yes. Yes. Switch over to the atmospheric pump for gold. We have a lot of gold mines. Sulfur, we don't own any sulfur. Lead? Lead doesn't make any sense. We don't need lead that much. Logging camp. No, that's not what we're looking for either. Oh, we should be doing whaling fleets, for sure. We have plenty of clippers. Yeah, do that, get more oil, get more meat. What about fishing trawlers? Yeah, we could do the same here. We have, hold on. Do that for now. I'm pretty sure we have a shipyard. Wait, do we not have a shipyard? We do. Let's just make another shipyard. It seems pretty straightforward to me. We should definitely have a shipyard in the capital. We should definitely get the more advanced fishing fleets going. That will make people's lives easier. Looks like the coup is fully retreating. That's good. Get out of here. Barracks and Power have been reporting a large amount of mysterious losses of firearms. Okay. I don't care. We can actually have the coup progress advance because it's not going to go anywhere. Stall chances decreasing. That's good. It occurs to me I could have probably just left that event alone and the coup would have timed out before I had to click on it. Ah, whatever. What's going on with the Clippers situation then? Did that equalize properly? Let's just see. Clippers are expensive, but we are making enough. There's shipyards in other states that are making Clippers. Okay. So we don't have to worry about the shipyards. But I will probably build more shipyards later anyways. Let's get the tools going. Going on here then. Yep, it's work engine. Okay. Because we've unlocked the tech, there's 3 options. We can either get more mine output for 5 years, we could get tech progress on railways, or we could get tech progress on water tube boiler. Let's just get the mine throughput. We really just want, I think we really just want to get to the point where we could do iron frame construction. And we got census suffrage. That's really good. Okay, so the church hates us again, and the industrialists are less happy with us because I believe we've given them concessions just to actually do this. So that reduces our authority by a bit. That does give us more legitimacy because it's based on votes. It reduces this legitimacy penalty. So now if we go here, 48! Yes! Thank God, that was quite a bit more than the game said. Good. Okay. Is there... Let's see. What else could we do? We could actually add the... we could add these guys to the government, which will help us pass this law as well, I think. That seems acceptable. Let's do it. Get more people in the party. And now, we go to property and women. So, there's a lot of stall chance, because this will radicalize a lot of people. We can do it, they're just going to be very upset with us. But they're already upset with us at the moment because of the election cycle. I think we just have to give it a try. We could probably negotiate with these guys. Is there anything else that we want to do? We could actually just go straight for universal suffrage. This will set electoral confidence to 100%. Really? Oh, it's going to add electoral clientelism? Wait, do we just get... It looks like we just get electoral clientelism from being Brazil. Like, I don't think we can actually get rid of it. Oh. Very interesting, we can actually go straight to that. Then it gives extra legitimacy based on votes. Unlocks women's suffrage. That's a good law. I mean, it reduces birth rate, but... Actually, here's the funny thing, right? Because we're getting so much migration attraction, maybe we could just transition away from birth rate into just getting extra pops through migration and then having the extra workforce ratio. Because that means you've got less dependents. There's more people in the workforce. We could go for universal suffrage. Who would be pissed off by this? The landowners. And then the positivists would explode. Okay. Maybe we don't do this for now because we're trying to stop the positivists from exploding. Are they actually... what are they currently looking like? So the census suffrage thing I think is going to start ticking down. I think let's pass something else for now. We have right to associate. We could ban slavery. That would be something to do, wouldn't it? Get rid of the landowner influence, get rid of the church influence. I think it probably makes sense for us to transition away from this birth rate strategy, because I just don't think we're going to be able to keep the church that happy anymore. And then this means we get the extra influence back. The landowners obviously aren't happy. There'll be a pro-slavery movement. I don't think there's ever any way of sorting that out. We could do poor laws, but the landowners don't really like that either. Not really sure right now is the right time to do the welfare thing. We could go for health systems, because we've got the trade unions in. This would get the trade unions more on side, lower the church influence a fair bit. It gives a bigger penalty to mortality, which would be nice. It gives extra standard of living. It's just generally a bit stronger. We've got lots of options because of our government at the moment. We could also change our colonialism policy. We really felt like it. Nah, we don't need to do any colonialism. That's a waste of time. We don't want to get rid of the monarchy because that's the whole point of what we're doing. This stall chance is just huge. It's equally huge for all of these, though. Ah, what a choice. I think we just rip the band-aid off. Let's get rid of slavery. The pro-slavery movement will be militant, but I think we can deal with that. How many people are in the landowners? 37,000 extra radicals. They're already mad at us. I think we just do this. I think we actually just ban slavery and answer this question. What will that do for us as well? So A, that's going to make passing everything else easier. And B, if we enact slavery banned, then it will complete, and it will deplete the progress of magnanimous monarch. Really? Well, it does seem like it would. What does this event do? I mean, I feel like we just want to get rid of it anyways. It will deplete the progress by 1. We have got to increase the progress. We're just trying to reduce the clout as well. But I don't think we're going to be able to marginalize the landowners, even with this. Maybe we just try and sort out the air situation first. There's just such a high stall chance on it. I think we... Okay. I think we just do this first. The church is going to be mad at us. What's that going to do? Going to reduce education access, but we're importing a load of people anyways, so I think that's fine. This is going to be tough, but let's try it. Let's try it. So, can we negotiate? We can negotiate. So, this also gives us extra manufacturing throughput. Legitimacy is legitimacy is now 0. Great. Why is that? Ideological incompatibility. That's huge. Why was that not so big before? Distribution of power, economic system. It looks like we just got to get one of these guys out of here. Okay. Whatever. One of the groups is a new leader. Yeah. Oh, I bet it's one of these guys. I bet it's one of these guys who really hates that policy. Okay, let's just do this. Not super happy about that. Right, we got the legitimacy back. So we need to negotiate here. We can lower taxes. We were thinking about lowering taxes anyways. Do we want political concessions? I think we should just do political concessions because we're going to eventually move on from this anyways. I think that's fine. I'd rather not lower taxes at the moment while we're trying to pay off all this debt, and we know the petty bourgeoisie aren't going to get in happy. Yeah, let's just do this. Well, it's not good. Oh, it's paused? Why is it paused? No, it was paused because of legitimacy. Right, okay. Let's just let the game figure out what's going on. We completed Path to Liberalism. What? Oh, right. The intelligentsia, under the leadership of Juscelino de Castro, has ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens have a part in the political process. I really didn't understand why voting for property and women just completely tanked the legitimacy. I've still got a lot to learn, clearly. So we can add popularity to him and then add the journal entries. I mean, these journal entries get added either way. Yeah, let's do it. Do it. Get in. Blimey. A lot is happening in a short amount of time in Brazil. Right, what's going on with these positivists then? They're not doing anything extra. Can we just cancel all of these? Like, get these out of the way. get these out of the way. Let's just get our air sorted out so we get another bar on this. We're building the tooling workshops. We're still building more of these private things as well to keep employing people. Peasants is not really moving that much. That's fine. The coup has ended. Good. Get out of here. Less political interest for the armed forces. Right. Well, you are going to stay in Ecuador. Screw you. Get out of here. Right. I think we want to... The intelligentsia are on side. The rural folk, I would like to be on side as well. I mean, there's a lot of parties here, but the reality is 3 of them are going to be pissed off at us at the moment, no matter what. So, oh, we got the interest rate bonus back. Good. That will help with this. Yeah, let's get our tools industry online, and then we can actually start, you know, switching to things. We got a pro-Spain and anti-Spain lobby. Yeah, that's not good, is it? We got all the interest groups across here. Thankfully, we managed to get a +3 here, which is helping, but, like, it's not good. But the intelligentsia... This is such a complex political situation compared to the other games we've been playing of this. It's hilarious. But I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? We've got a lot of people moving in from different places. Oh no! This is going to time out before we can enact the law. I wasn't paying attention to this at all. We've got 7 months. Fuck. Is that a problem? Yeah, this is a problem. I'm not paying attention! How quickly is this gonna pass? 100 days between checkpoints? I mean, it's possible. It's not very likely. It's possible. Oh, it's just gonna... Basically, she's been the heir for 10 years. She'll have been the heir for 10 years before we pass propertied women. So, yeah. Not good. So we got the permanent negative 50 popularity modifier. I really don't think there's any way of sorting this out unless we get very lucky. We've negotiated as much as we could. Further down has fail conditions. Yeah. Yeah, but this is just going to time out. Right? Will complete if she has been the... Oh, right. Oh, I see. So because this completes, we'll pass. We don't actually have to worry about this. Oh, it will complete as soon as... Oh, I see. It will complete as soon as we get off legal guardianship after 10 years. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I completely misinterpreted that. That's good. I thought... Oh, I'm really glad I'm not going crazy. Yeah, no, we should actually be fine. Provided we can get this passed. Yeah, and then we should be able to get rid of slavery. But we have to do this first. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm still ill, and I'm getting confused because there's so much going on. Right, we can decrease autonomy of Bolivia. So we've got a couple of options, actually. Our cohesion is high enough. We can actually subjugate Peru or Chile, if we want. But I want to puppet Bolivia first, I think. That's going to make their liberty desire go up again, but that's fine. Yeah, the liberty desire in our other subject is pretty low. This is a lot of good things for us. We could reduce... We can exempt use from service. We can... anything else we want to do here? See, look how much money this is. Hello, Tech Rock. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, we're not in military issues today, but, like, there's a lot of general problems going on. Public address goes awry. I generally like this one because if we don't have any setbacks, we can just pick this one where we get the setback and we get extra success chance. It's a good first one to take. Okay, well, good luck. Argentina, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're nearly done with this colonization. This is why I didn't pick up any of the colonization things. Yeah, look, we got Bolivia here now. That's good. Labor movement unlocked. Okay. An extra agitator. That could be interesting, actually. We could add an agitator. Right, who do we want to add? We can add a lot of people. So, what movements do we want to actually grow? Not sure. I mean, who have we got at the moment as well? So we've got Dahl's Chickens, Petty Bourgeoisie, Industrialists. Let's get a guy from the Intelligentsia. And let's get one with a stance that actually helps us out, right? So we want, let's see, what do we actually want? You're a nihilist. I should pay attention to this more often. You want state atheism. You're a Luddite, so you want industry ban, lol. Abolitionists. Abolitionists won't support any particular thing. I'm not sure that would actually help us. I mean, he would join the movement, it would make the movement stronger, and we get extra support for the movement. Maybe we do that. But, like, it doesn't support the actual policy. But I think that's still what we want. Reformer? Oh! We got an armed forces. We got Erica Sonnenkalb, the armed forces, who would join the positivist movement, but would help, who would actually support property women. Okay, good. I mean, can we get a different reformer? Let's keep having a look. Radical. We don't normally actually have enough agitators to make an informed choice like this. This is interesting. Hello, Jenna Pliz. Yes, happy affiliate anniversary. It is. I'm ill. I'm still ill, but it's the weekend. So why not? Why not stream today? We're just trying to decide who we're going to pick as our third agitator. This is what I meant earlier when I said I should actually think about this a bit more. Because we're in a situation where we can actually think about this a bit more. So we don't really have any more reformers available. Let's do it. Let's pick Erica. Let's see how this goes. You're going to join that movement. And then you're going to endorse propertied women. So is that going to help this? Possibly not. Well, we'll see. Is that going to blow the movement out of control? Let's see. Hold on. Get out of here. It is a perpetual figure. I've taken ill and the only cure is alien artifacts. Oh no. So if we look at the positivist movement, yeah, you're supporting us. Your popularity is neutral. Too much satisfactory. How about I stop suppressing you? Because we're kind of bleeding authority. Looks like the rural folk like something going on. Good. Mining accident. Okay, so we can make either the lower, the upper, or the middle strata angry, and then boost a certain faction. Who do we want to boost? I want to keep the migration attraction bonus from the rural folk, because they're actually on side. We're not going to get the one from the landowners. We get the trade unions on side, but they're not very powerful. Are you able to place a woman in charge of that interest group? You can add their percentage of success chance. Yes, I think there is a way of doing that. Let's do that in a sec. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so let's pick the rural folk for this one. And then if we go to the armed forces, I believe... Okay, so you're the current leader of the armed forces. We could exile you and then put the agitator in charge. Yeah, you're a royalist. So if we exile you, then we get -5 approval, which doesn't matter. We get some radicals. How popular are you? You're liked. Okay. Yeah, I've never done this before, but I think this is how we do it. So we'll exile you. There you go. This is how people get agitators, by the way. And then... Oh, this politician has joined instead. And we obviously can't exile this person. I don't think that was what we were supposed to do. I think what we were supposed to do is go to the agitator, grant leadership. That's what we were supposed to do. Oh. Hold on. At least one of these. Erica is not a woman. Right, we can't actually do this. We can't actually do this because they are a woman. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Whatever. We roll with it. We tried. I don't think that was actually related to what we did at all. Okay, so that didn't really do much of anything, really. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're learning. It's not a particularly straightforward process. I think... Wait, actually, you know... Yeah, because at the moment, they wouldn't... The armed forces wouldn't endorse this. Let's change this. You need to place the interest group into government, then go to the agitator, and make them the leader of the interest group. Then you can kick out the government again or whatever, and they still support your law. But yeah, often it can't be a woman. Yeah, that's what it said. It said explicitly that it can't be a woman. So I don't think that would have happened anyways. The armed forces are no longer influential. Good. So kicking out that guy did help. Yeah, I need to get more familiar with that and actually looking at their different attributes. Alright, let's actually unpause it. Okay. Tools are expensive. We're building more tooling workshops. This should help out a lot. Is our company involved in tools as well? No. Normally, the logging company is involved in tools, but our one, unique to Brazil, isn't. Also, we're earning a lot more money again. That's good. We're paying off this debt. That's good. Maybe I'm at the point where I should just start flipping some of these construction sectors over. So if we look, we have a construction sector in each state. So we can flip them one at a time, maybe. See what happens. Let's do it. Let's start flipping them over one at a time. So the cost is an extra 1,700 each, apparently. Let's do one per week and see how it goes. And then if we get hit with a tool shortage, we will know we've gone too far. But we've got to get on iron frame construction. It's so much more efficient than wooden construction. And we've got the atmospheric pump now. So we should be able to do it. Yeah, you're building a trade center? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this is gradual enough that we'll get a benefit, but we're not going to overextend. That's the advantage of playing a country with large amount of states as well, is you could gradually flip your construction over. If you're playing like a one-state country, then you're out of luck. It's very weird that you can't modify it on a per-building basis. I get that generally you want to modify it on a per-state basis, but this is kind of excessive. Also, why are we making so much money? We're just getting so much extra taxes from the extra population? I think that might be the case. Okay. Maybe let's do one more after this, and then I think we should be done after that. But that's already like a 50% boost to construction efficiency. So that's good. Maybe one more after this. Then we're probably going to start getting hit with the shortage. But that will just actually let us build stuff faster, which will help everyone. We just built the tooling workshop as well, so that's good. Iron is the new constraint. So let's actually go to start flipping the iron mines over as well. So let's do the small ones first, because this will be way more efficient. We just got to make sure we don't overextend on tools. We have potentially access to so much iron though. Yeah, what about this one? Can we do this one as well? I think we can. The more of these we flip over, the better. We also have enough coal now because we've done this for coal first. But this is actually fine. Okay. And then the big ones left are Bahia, Jujuy. Can we change that? No, because that's in... Oh, God. Where is that again? Help me. Go to the iron mines in Jujuy. Argentina, yeah. Cool, where is it? Show me. I go crazy. It's here. Okay. Hello, battery sold separately. Hope you're doing well. Yes, happy affiliate anniversary indeed. What a... It's always funny when it comes around. I should really do something to celebrate it, but I'm kind of ill. I just want to rest. This is definitely resting today. This is good. Actually, we're sorting this out now. I think we could actually keep flipping these construction sectors over. Let's keep doing that. We'll do this until we get like a shortage. But this is going to help us build our universities as well. Oh, good. We actually got property women to drafting. Nice. But the thing is, it's just more efficient in terms of construction. You always forget until I see a party hat. This is also going to decrease the cost of wood and fabric a lot. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe a little. It's still more materials overall, but you get so much extra construction out of it. It's definitely worth it. Now, there's 4 in Rio, so I should do Rio last. We're still actually breaking even as well. That's the other reason I haven't done this until now, is because we weren't making enough money, but we actually have enough taxes now that we can do this. Okay, and then that just leaves Rio left. So, looks like we could do another 200-ish of iron, and then tools is actually fine. So that would be another 190. I think we can actually do this then. And then, if we go to buildings, I think we've actually got some extra tools capacity. So let's actually switch over to Bahia, do this. And then Minas Gerais is the one where we have the most mines. That might be challenging. Actually, that might be alright. It's not a lot of tools. Yeah, do it. Okay. So, we've set all of our iron mines to atmospheric engine pump now. Obviously, the cost is increased, but iron is actually doing okay now. We've increased production a lot. Tools is still very expensive. Oh, look! Oh my god, we got the God Harvest condition. We got moderate rainfall, high intensity, every state. That's so good. It's paid off. It's paid off at last. Okay. So, it's fine we're in a little bit of debt for now. This is going to catch up pretty quickly. Interest is... Our credit pool is growing now again, because we're doing more construction. We've got a lot of population. We need to make sure that people aren't unemployed. We got not a lot of unemployed. This is fine. That means we should probably go for the universities now. Our obligation expired. Okay. How's the power block doing? Power block cohesion is low because Liberty Desire increased to Bolivia again. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else we want to do here. I think getting Bolivia integrated as a puppet was the most important thing. And then which of Peru or Chile do we do? So Peru has 2.24 million people. Chile has 1.49. GDP-wise, Peru is twice the size. I think it makes sense for us to subjugate Peru before Chile. Or, well, Ecuador's not very big. Actually, Ecuador's not bad. Ecuador's doing alright. They just have a low prestige, but economically they're in a similar position. That's interesting to think about. Okay, well, I think the most tumultuous part of what we were doing is done. The positivists have gone away. Let's have a look at that. Where are they? They're not even on here. Why are they not on here? I guess now that we've actually passed the law, they're not agitating anymore. I feel like they should... Oh, there's a scroll bar. Is there a scroll bar for that? No, there isn't. Okay. Yeah, we're alright on movements. I think we're actually okay at the moment. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Money's coming back in. GDP has increased a lot because we've just increased the amount of construction we're doing by a lot. So that's really good. We got another stall. A hysterical claim. Cows! A recently published paper on hysteria in women has been gaining traction in the medical community. The paper is being used as anti-women's rights propaganda against the propertied women law. So lowered success chance. We could get a chance for an even worse penalty or a chance for a positive. Or we could take the time. We could gain a setback and then we could get extra success chance. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's kind of annoying that we're down to... We've used 2 setbacks for this. The chance of actually getting a setback just straight up from a stall, I think, is relatively low. So we should be fine. I think we should be fine. Sure. But now we're actually building universities. So A, this is really good because we want more tech. And B, this is really good because we're going to get more migration attraction. How is migration doing? We've got one mass migration down here at the moment, but that will finish up soon. So it's dropped off a little bit, but it's still high, actually. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Okay, that's not very high. But that's alright. We benefited immensely from migration. This will continue to happen. So long as there are poor, disadvantaged people in this part of the world. Nothing immediately interesting seems to be happening in India. Looks like we're building more iron mines, paper mills. What else is on our queue? Bolivia is building a lot of things. It's fine. Has France built anything? Yeah, France built a few things. Let's see what people have built. So we can go into non-Brazilian owners, domestically owned. So what? Maize farms? Oh. I wish there was a way to filter this by country. It's really difficult to figure out. I'm not going to worry too much at the moment. The long and short of it is, we've done a lot more investment in South America GDP than other people have done in our GDP. And a lot of it is from Bolivia as well. I feel like we could probably just nationalize the stuff from Bolivia. It's probably fine. Okay, I think this is going alright. Tools are still quite expensive. Let's schedule in some more tooling workshops. One in Minas Gerais seems good. That's where all the mines are. We should build some in some other states as well, where we don't currently have them. So not here, not here, not here. Here seems good. I'm just going to add a load, and then we're going to put them down the list. Because we don't need all of these right away. But we will eventually want them all. That's probably... yeah, that's probably enough. So we'll keep them low down on the list. I always forget that we still have the extra ranchist Rupert on this coast. If we ever need more livestock. That's the other thing as well. We have a lot of arable land here, so we should transition to doing an export-focused strategy at some point. But industrialising is definitely the first part of that step. Oh, my voice is going a little bit. That's not good. It's fine. Do we want to speed things up? Do we want to slow things down? We've got no infamy. Hawaii. We want to subject... how about we try and get you in our power block, eh? Doesn't that make more sense? We could do this. We could do that. You'd like that. We'll get you in our power block and then we can subjugate you, maybe. We don't need to fight. We don't need to go all the way out here to fight them. Yeah, we should get a lot of leverage doing this. Looks like the Colombian Pact? Oh, the US is exerting influence as well. That does make sense. Well, let's keep doing more things here. Let's improve relations, if we're not doing it already. I'll tell you what. Your population is so small, I'm actually just going to straight up fund lobbies here. Try and get a pro Brazil lobby here. It'll cost us a little bit of money, but we'll get extra leverage generation. And hopefully form a lobby. I should do that in more places. Usually, I only do it in places where it's really cheap. For obvious reasons. But yeah, if we look here now, that should help the leverage a lot. We'll see. Oh, I'm glad that we're building these universities now. So our tech's going to go up faster. So if we look at our tech, so a max of 138 innovation can be invested into active research each week. So that's partly because of our literacy as well. But we're nowhere near hitting that cap. So we should definitely just put more universities in until we've reached that cap. If we can afford them. One per state at least. And then we'll go from there. We're pretty close to actually getting our second company, so that's good. We got an event. Did we get an event? I thought we got an event. Oh, our obligation expired. Okay. Nobody's using these obligations. That's fine. Oh, propertied women went to voting. That's what happened. Great. Oh, wow. It's all actually finally working out. This is good. Let's speed for it. Happy with more paper mills. Happy with more rice farms. They do seem to be building stuff in states where we don't have the construction efficiency. Charles Dickens has died. No. Okay. This means we can pick another agitator. Who are we going to pick? We don't actually have anyone available to hire at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. We're back to 52 legitimacy. Fantastic. Well, no. Oh, look, we can add these guys back now that Charles Dickens is gone. Do I want to do that? Probably not. I don't want the enactment time penalty. Let's leave it. I'm so sad Charles Dickens is gone. He was such a influence on this run. More colonizing stuff. That's fine. Get him out of here. I trust you guys to resolve this on your own, to be honest. So, it's mostly the tool situation. We could get another munitions plant as well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you make ammunition. You need explosives and lead. We don't have explosive factories. Obviously, we could trade for the explosives. We'll just leave that until later. Let's see. Okay. All of our construction is iron construction now, so that's good. Let's actually lower all of this stuff. Yeah, there you go. And once we've built the universities, we'll build all the tooling workshops. We'll keep an eye on the cost of paper. I don't think we're consuming that much paper, and we did just actually build a paper mill with our company. The company will usually handle that. We've got an extra company now. Good. Okay. What else do we want here? The extra health system investment? That seems like a good idea. Let's do it. So, what company do we want? There are lots of companies we can make. A metals company would be a good idea. So I like the the tools workshop company a lot because it gives you the manufacturing industry's throughput bonus. That's very generally powerful. It's not a huge bonus, but it's always useful. Metal Corporation, we got a lot of mines. Also, what else can we put in here? We could put steel in here later. That's interesting. I believe we already have trade going on with our hardwood company, though. So probably not that one. We don't need colony growth speed. Steel throughput, steel mills throughput could be good. We have a lot of iron mines available. Other than that, the companies don't seem great. Let's have a look at other companies we could do if we tool up. So the United Construction Conglomerate is great, but you need the power block to be big enough to actually allow this. 20% throughput on construction sectors is a pretty big bonus, though. And we could put steel, tools, glass, and lead on here. United Miniscare's textile producers. That's just a generic company, isn't it? This looks like a unique Brazil. Is this a unique Brazil? Yeah, this is a unique Brazil shipyards company that gives extra steel mills throughput. That's interesting. Obviously, we don't want to give them the lumber or the trade. The issue with companies where they don't have a lot of buildings is it's quite difficult to actually unlock the bonus because they can only be so productive. But all we need to do is build a lot of shipyards here. Now, in fairness, we could do this. It's better than the generic shipyard company, I believe. This is the generic shipyard company. This gives Navy offense. This one. Sao Paulo steel mills, iron mines. So this gives extra throughput on munition plants and arms industries. And it gives you access to refined steel. Okay. Maybe that's a good idea. We have a lot of iron mines. It would be productive. We could give you coal. Now, this isn't a unique prestige good, so someone else could beat us to it. Actually, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Does prestige steel exist? Also, could we actually get there? That might be challenging. It's possible, but challenging. Let's keep looking. This one is Buenos Aires. Well, that's Argentina. River Plate beef. Trade advantage, port throughput. This one is an arms company. We could make high-powered small arms. This gives livestock and fertilizer throughput. We could also put munition plants in here. We could also put explosives in here. This looks like a good one to do later. Probably not now. This is an American one. This is the generic arms company, which gives you the army offense and defense. This is just the generic minerals company. Arkansas. Gold. So the gold company, we do actually have a lot of gold mines. It's more than 2. What? We have more than 2 gold mines. Wait a minute. There's 20 gold mines, but they're all in friggin' the other states. I mean, we could set up regional HQs. And then this gives minting and extra loyalists. We could give them lead. I don't know, that seems kind of risky. Generic fish. Generic plantations. Generic silk. None of these seem overly appealing. What about potential companies? These are just different places, aren't they? If we own these random states around the world. Wait. Paraguay? Iron mine throughput on arms, artillery, steel, iron. That's kind of interesting. But we would need to own this state, which came to Argentina. I'm kicking myself over that. I think we should have just kept Paraguay here. I don't think there's any way we could get a random state off of Argentina. I imagine they will just set it up. Also, that requires later game text, right? Santiago. Right, I don't think there's anything in here that we are immediately going to unlock. So let's stop worrying about that so much. I mean, generic metalworks company seems pretty good, if I'm going to be honest. We're building a lot of tooling workshops. We're going to get the manufacturing industries throughput. We could put steel in here. Let's see if we can actually get some prestige goods. What are we currently being the leading goods producers for? Coffee. We could actually get reserve coffee, which improves standard of living. The prosperity bonus is useful, or is useless to us specifically. But actually getting the reserve coffee seems pretty easy. That could make a lot of money. What's the average productivity of these coffee plantations and the tobacco plantations? Let's have a look at this. Because let's face it, we make a lot of it, and we could increase this drastically as well. We could supply coffee to the entire world. So the productivity is only average, but we have a lot of them. Now, the other thing is, we are currently researching quinine, which will stop malaria from being an issue. We are likely to get the prosperity bonus of extra colony development speed. Africa is literally right here. The British Republic is currently colonizing. If we have a look, the west coast of Africa here has severe malaria, which isn't accessible yet. This bit is accessible, which is why Britain is going after it. This coast is also eligible. We could do this area. We could do the Ethiopia. Well, I mean, Ethiopia currently has people in it. We could do this area. Portugal's down here as well, though. Are we too late to get in on this? I don't think we are. I mean, the thing that appeals to me is I know we can get reserve coffee, which is going to be powerful for us anyways. And then if we want to do a bit of colonizing on the side, then we can. I mean, maybe we can. What we can do is we can get a little bit of a colony set up to begin with, and then we can actually just maybe we can just really rush for malaria prevention. That might take a bit of time though, because that's like a higher era tech. You know what? That sounds like a good plan. Let's actually go for the coffee company, get reserve coffee, make a load of money off of that. And then when we hit malaria, we'll try and aim to hit malaria prevention as soon as possible. We'll max out our universities. We will get as much tech spread as possible. And we'll try and get to malaria prevention before anyone else. That feels possible. And we can set up a few colonies in the meantime. Maybe just some sort of around here. And then we can just dive in. That seems like a plan. Yeah, let's do it. Let's set up the coffee company. Because we can give them all these buildings, and because we have at least average productivity, we should be fine. Yeah, let's do it. Is there any other company that will give us coffee, though? Let's just double check. I don't think there is. No. Okay, let's just do it. It seems fun, and I don't think we would normally go for this colony as this company as anyone else. So, let's just do it. Very generic name. But yeah, we could do sugar, we could do tobacco as well. Let's do it. Okay, so if we go in here again. How are you? Are you popular? You're neutral? That's fine. So we want to give you... We can also give you tea. Do we have tea anywhere? Is that something we can build? We can build a little bit of tea here, if we feel like it. We only have one at the moment. We can give you tea, that's fine. That's free. I don't believe we have any more free charters. So that's fine. What if we go back to you? Have I given you anything else? I've given you trade rights. I've given you investment rights. Do you have any regional HQs? I probably do want to do that at some point. Well, I'll leave that at the moment. Yeah, see if you want to do that. If you don't do it, then maybe we'll revoke that later. So we need to go and privatize coffee, tobacco, sugar, and tea. Right, okay. Yeah, privatize all of these. Privatize all of these. Privatize all of these. Privatize all of these. And then sugar plantation. We could get these more productive as well once we get engines. So that's something we need to think about as well. Right, okay. We should be able to get reserve coffee pretty quickly, I think. You're already going to hit 61, but you have enough building levels. You should be able to hit 100 once you buy out all of our plantations. Good. And then you'll build more plantations for us as well. That's good. What else is going on? Anything interesting? Not overly at the moment. That's fine. Let's just have a look. Keep our company prosperity up here. And we'll speed for it again. Because we just want propertied women to pass. There's nothing else we can do. We just have to roll the dice. We've got job creators from the industrialists. That's good. Oh, I'm happy. I think we're actually doing it. I think we're actually successfully industrializing. And the next company we'll pick up will probably be a metalworks company for the tooling workshops, but we haven't quite built them yet. Okay, you've stalled, so less success chance. That's not good, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, we don't care about this. You will get colonized eventually. Screw frigate. I don't think that matters at the moment. We're not making engines. We are going to have to get on making steel and engines and these different things. But let's just focus on getting the migration attraction bonuses first. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's actually queue up the arts academies as well. Not that I expect these are going to be super profitable. Let's keep it on speed 3 while we do this. Just put 1 in every state where we don't get the construction efficiency penalty. Oh, what's this? On behalf of our officers, Admiral Ignacio reminds the government of the importance of maintaining Brazilian sea power. We should strive to be the foremost naval power in South America and among the greatest in the world. Oh, this gives us the journal entry. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, we can add them here as well. What about Pernambuco? Yeah. And then, this is actually at the point where we stop making money from art because it's too proliferated? But we still want the bonus, so it doesn't matter. Do that. And where am I going to put those? I mean, we're still making money at the moment, so I'm going to do the tooling workshops after all of that, I think. Let's give it a try. Just saturate the fine art market. Right. What's going on here? We'll time out in 70 years. That's all right. We have... That's the end of the game, pretty much. We'll complete if any character has the Admiral role, for at least 40 years. We have to make sure that our naval projection is good. No country in South America has greater naval projection. Okay, so this should tick upwards, right? Any Brazilian character has the Admiral role. That's hilarious. We'll fail if we're less than a minor power. Okay. Well, it's 40 years. Is magnanimous monarch still going to be relevant by then? Maybe. We'll see. That doesn't seem like anything we need to worry about. Chile has finished colonizing Patagonia. Nice, nice. You're looking a little wide, aren't you, Chile? And then... it's the Solistas again. Can we get the turmoil lower? How is that looking? It's still increasing. Well, we've solved the legitimacy issue. So we're not getting more radicals. We just need to increase standards of living and get rid of slavery. That seems like it would be important. We're getting South Italians. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. You're still building more private tooling workshops. What is the private queue up to? Bolivia is doing so much construction in our country. It's great. Tools workshops, furniture, tea. Yeah, you're going to start building more plantations for us. That's nice. I like having a company in charge of my plantations because then they're using the arable land for things that people want, and I don't have to think about micromanaging that. I can mostly think about the industrialization aspects. Yeah, this company should do fine. And we should be able to get reserve coffee fairly quickly. And I'm sure you'll keep building more coffee plantations too. Yeah, we just gotta get rid of these slaves. Right, speed for it. We're good. Looks like colonization is going alright with Bolivia. On the Guaranis. How is the power block? Yeah. Mandate is pretty good now. It'll be better once we get back to 40 cohesion. But that will just take some time. How is Hawaii looking? Oh, I think Hawaii should be in a position where we can do this. This will improve once we get the cohesion back up again as well. I think we could probably get... it would be good to get Hawaii vassalized. Although I think... you're an unrecognized power. You're not insignificant. Oh, you're unrecognized. Oh, right. Okay, well. Whatever. I just fiddle around with it. It's fun. Lobbies are looking okay. Brazilian French Fellowship is the one that I'm most interested in because this one isn't coming at the expense of another interest group. What do you want? Military access? You don't overly care about that. Let's leave it alone for now. It's fine. So, once we get quinine, what we should probably do is just establish a foothold somewhere in Africa. And then get at least a little bit of access to the interior later. I'm not sure where specifically we should do it. Oh, we got it! Sick. Okay, so we no longer have the birth rate bonus, but we do have the workforce ratio bonus, which means our ratio of dependence to working population will change quite a lot, which means we'll have a lot of people available for jobs. So that's really good. So this should mean... what's going on here now? So the industrialists are no longer happy, or they're no longer exceedingly happy. So this will complete now, right? Because you've been on the throne at least 10 years, and we no longer have legal guardianship. There we go. Look, it's Isabel. There we go. We did it. Years of grooming have at last prepared Princess Isabel to take her father's throne. Even those most staunchly opposed have come to accept that the line of succession is secure. So we get the popularity bonus back, and we get 3 entries on the Magnanimous Monarch bar. So that's good. That's really good. So now what do we want to do? We still have our intelligentsia in government, so we should probably try and do some shenanigans while we can. But the legitimacy will improve because of our popularity, right? Is that how that works? I forget. Authority increases. That is something that's true. Let's do another decree. Probably just more greener grass, right? Here you go. And then Right, let's have a look at laws again. So we could add poor laws. We could add wage subsidies. I don't think we need to do this yet. There's no point doing that until we solve the slavery issue. Looks like we could actually do slavery banned, because the landowners don't have enough clout anymore. Obviously, they'll be really unhappy, but they're really unhappy anyways, and everyone else will be made happier. The pro-slavery movement will be militant, but I think it is possible. But we need to see what this event does. I think I'm going to have to come back to this another time. We'll try and keep the intelligentsia in government. We'll come back to slavery next time. Doesn't look like it's overly likely we're going to be able to get public health insurance. We could move to proportional taxation. Would this make us more money? It wouldn't. Oh, we should get the colonial policy. This seems like an easy one. And would it be colonial exploitation or resettlement? Probably exploitation, right? We would be doing this primarily for resources, I imagine. So the only thing is this would annoy the rural folk who are currently giving us our migration attraction bonus. Oh, we could do restricted child labor. Would that help? Yeah, let's do this. So at the moment, this gives child labor gives us extra income from gives extra income from dependents, but it increases mortality. This gives extra education investment as well. It lowers that income for dependents, but it also reduces mortality and gets rid of it for machinists. So let's do this. This seems fairly uncontroversial, right? Let's just do this for now. Can we negotiate with anyone? We will get rid of this at some point, so let's see what the intelligentsia want. You want more government administrations. That's a fair few. Probably not. We don't want guaranteed liberties. Let's add political concessions. That's fine. Go for it. Yeah, we can get this done now. The trade unions will be happy with that. That's fine. Losing the infrastructure bonus is kind of annoying, but I could deal with it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this for now, and then we'll come back to the bigger questions. But the important thing is we solved the coup. Magnanimous Monarch is at a threshold we wanted to be at. And that's good. We could negotiate with the industrialists as well. I don't think we need to do that. The stall chance is pretty low. Okay, so we're building more universities. Bureaucracy is decreasing a little bit. Do we want to add another level of this for lower radicals from political movement? I would like to. I'll tell you what. Before we actually do that, let's actually put the government administration back up there. Let's do another 2 levels of this. Oh, we could do with one in Minas Gerais as well. And probably one in Sao Paulo. That's fine. Just, yeah, do it in those 2 locations and get the extra tax back. Okay. Let's leave on speed 3 for a minute. Prosperity is going up. You're buying more buildings. That's good. That's going to pay off some of our debt as well when the company is buying buildings off of us, which I really, really like. Debt's still fairly cheap at the moment, so I'm not overly worried. Do I want more construction sectors? Probably not yet. Probably not until we get the price of tools down. Let's have a look at our building production methods again, just to see if there's anything we can change. I think... Oh, do we want to go to realist art? Probably not. We're going to be kind of crashing the fine art market later, so I don't think that's a good plan. We could switch back to scholastic education. That costs less paper. It does give us less innovation and qualifications. I don't think the paper cost is really the issue here. More efficiency per building seems like a good plan at the moment. But if paper costs increase, we could reduce this back down. It's just not a lot of paper. compared to everything else. This one, I think it makes less sense to change because the cost of fine art is going to be low enough that it won't matter. Mining camps, or logging camps, I think we're alright with. Yeah, we just wanted every single logging camp that was in the Amazon to have that bonus, right? Yeah. Let's actually check for another agitator. No? Okay. Yeah, let's keep it like that for now. Mexicans, that sounds good to me. Our shipyard situation is fine. Yeah, that's good now, good. Ports, that's okay. Trading centers. Let's switch this to... Let's switch this to bulk trading. We want a lot of trade, don't we? Actually, hold on. Let's check. If we go in here, we can see where we've got spare trade capacity. At the moment, we have a lot of spare trade capacity hanging around. So we probably don't actually want to do that. Let's switch it to regular trading, I think. Across the board. And then we will... Let's let wheat tick, and then let's see what this trade capacity does. Because at the moment, we're not using a lot of our trade capacity. Now there's a lot more trade potential. So that should resolve itself, right? I'm not sure. To be honest, this uses so little. This uses so little. Let's just go for bulk trading everywhere, and then let's see what happens instead. Yeah, let's just leave it. Let's just have the same production method for everything, and then we'll adjust buildings to suit as needed. Company headquarters. We can't change this at the moment, that's fine. Media endorsements. The Voice of Recife, a popular newspaper read by the landowners, has published an article by Erica advocating for the enactment of restricted child labor. Sure. Let's get... Okay, let's just increase the success chance. That's good. Should go quickly. It shouldn't have any issues passing. These are okay. What else is going on? Full speed ahead. What's this? Admiral Inacio has appeared before the government to report the Brazilian Navy is large and modern enough to be ranked among the greatest in the world. This has been a point of pride for our armed forces. Good. This gives them more political strength. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The extra approval's nice. I don't think they'll become influential again. Yeah, you've got molds here. Do we want lectors here to give extra... Yeah, this gives extra tobacco. It also gives extra radicals, but it also gives extra loyalists. Let's do it. That seems good. I don't get why the production methods for the tobacco are a lot more elaborate than for the other plantations. I mean, some things make sense. You'd think they would add more production methods for the other plantations. Like, coffee has one as well. Supporting the Russian workers. We will support the workers of Russia, boosting the power of their trade unions. So... Is this our trade unions or theirs? This is fine. Our trade unions are happy and they give good bonuses, so I think we do want them to get more attraction. What about lead mines? Do we want to pick these up? We're just not producing it. We're just not consuming enough lead for that to make any sense. We got the slaughterhouses for the meat. That's good. We don't need automation on anything yet. Wheat farms. Do we not have any wheat farms? No, okay. You need steel. You need steel. Actually, you need engines. You need engines. We'll sort that out later. We're currently doing the sulfite pumping. That's good. Tools? We do have access to steel tools. I think this is the next thing we need to do, is the friggin' steel industry. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, what's going on? Losing... Why are we illegitimate now? Okay, let's see what happened. So the leader of the Catholic Church has retired. So that means that the interest group ideology has changed. Right. Okay. So we got the ideological incompatibility again. Or are we having an election? Oh, we're having an election. Okay. That's what happens. The armed forces are now in again. That's interesting. Okay. Right. We want to keep... So here's the thing. Right? We know that this penalty to electoral... We've got to actually do this to remove electoral clientelism. Let's just keep doing this. 3 out of 5. Just let it happen. Get rid of it. We're going to end up with 100% anyways, because we're going to get universal suffrage pretty soon, right? Show me the election results. So, looks like the Farapila party has gotten a huge amount of momentum. And then the Conservatives and the Liberals are quite far behind. So our reform is going to be paused for half a year unless we do this. Is that worth the radicals? Yeah, I think it is. The only other thing is, who's actually endorsing this? Just the trade unions. Pedro is as well. I think this is fine. I mean, these guys are going to get in anyways, aren't they? Just do it. Okay, so the intelligentsia... Oh, the intelligentsia are supporting it as well. Yeah, now they're in government. Okay. We could negotiate with the rural folk. Do we need to do this? Maybe. The stall chance is here. I mean, it should be easy enough, right? They're collaborative. Invest in staple crops. So that is... farms? We're probably not going to do that, are we? About to pass frontier colonization next. Well, we're probably not going to do frontier colonization. Create a subsidy. It's a fairly small subsidy, right? Probably not worth it. For 10 years? Jesus. We probably shouldn't have done this. Do we just not actually accept any of these? I think we're actually at the point where we just don't accept any of these. Take the penalty. That's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as it doesn't go below +8, we still get the migration attraction. We're up to 12 million people now. Almost. Yeah, whatever. This law will be fine. And it's not the end of the world if it fails, but it probably won't fail. Okay, let's keep it on speed 3 while we're doing the election. Looks like we're nearly finished with the universities, so if we go back to mass migration attraction... Yeah, we've got 112.5. It's pretty good. Bolivia's still doing well. We got Sicilians, we got Mexicans, we got North German people in Chile. But our migration attraction is way better than the US, which is the most important thing. We want to stop people from migrating to the US. Grand plan pays off. The industrialists can either get more momentum or we can get... Oh, wow, we can get 20% interest rate reduction. That's huge. Yes, do it. Look at this. So we'll go and do that. And now our interest will drop from 5k to... How much? Oh, God, what's going on? Railways unlocked? Okay, that halved the interest payments. Good. So we could build railways now. So railways are really important because they give you infrastructure and you can build them everywhere. Until you unlock railways, infrastructure usually ends up being a constraint to like how much stuff you can build because then you start getting hit with world market access penalties. And that can be very annoying for your population. But railways let you solve this and heavily urbanize your states. They generate transportation as well, which your population will use for actually as a service for getting around. This will improve standard of living. Obviously, transportation costs are high everywhere at the moment. This is just a local cost. They require coal and engines. Okay. That's fine. Rail transportation is automation that you can use to reduce the amount of laborers you need as well. It costs some transportation. And then we can unlock trams for urban centers. And then we have rail transport for troops. Then we have steel railway cars as the next tech. Okay. So what this is telling me is we really have to get our steel and our motor industry in gear. Genesis of the Uruguayan culture. Cisplatina, formerly known as the Platinian nation, has experienced a wide cultural awakening, transitioning it towards a distinct Uruguayan culture. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, but I guess that makes sense. How's the company doing? They have not got a very high productivity. So that's not good. We can fix that later. Oh, the industrialists aren't happy. Okay. Fair enough. Let's unpause it. What's the next thing we're going to try and do? Still building all the arts academies. That's good. We're building more plantations. That's fine. Is France building anything? No, Bolivia is just building so much foreign construction in our country. That's interesting. Built 17 levels. Now that I think about it, I should give the other countries investment rights as well, shouldn't I? Like, doesn't that make sense? Why does Bolivia have investment rights? How are we able to get investment rights with Bolivia and not the other countries? Was it in treaties? That's Peru. Chile. I don't know. What we got going on here? Authorial intent. A minor scandal has buzzed around the Liberal Party. So... That's fine, I think. Actually... You know what? Let's not lower their momentum too much. We still don't have any eligible agitators. You know what? I'm just going to leave that alone. Unstable government? Yeah, that's fine. We know about that. That will get sorted in a minute. Artistic expressions. A popular Brazilian newsletter has released a statement by Erica, endorsing several poets known for their sympathies to the rural folks' interests. We get success chance, we can get rural folk attraction. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. I want to make sure that we keep getting that migration attraction bonus. Because we won't get it from the landowners. I don't want to negotiate with the industrialists, so I don't think we need to do that. What's going on here? Oh, Indonesia stuff. That's fine. Another coup. This is from an admiral as well. Okay. Let's see. Well, this is just going to fizzle out on its own, right? Just let it fizzle out on its own. We have a lot of legitimacy now compared to where we were before, so this should be fine. I don't think we even have to move them about. This should just fizzle around normally. So that's fine. Oh, Nordestino National Awakening. Wait, is that good? Does that mean we can do this? No. We can do that once we get slavery banned, so that's fine. I don't think it actually matters then. A rational discussion. While meeting to discuss ideas, Erica and Diodoro de Olivia enjoyed a civil and enlightening conversation. So extra momentum for liberals, increase electoral confidence. Oh, that's good. We can get honorable. That's good. Yeah. Great. Let's do that and get more electoral confidence, because we're going to get rid of that modifier that reduces the impact. It's fine. Good. A dangerous business. The efficiency of our whaling stations in Rio de Janeiro has proved to have a dangerous counterpart, and death has become common in almost every voyage. It's a high price to pay, but the profit is equally high. Blimey. So we could reduce whaling mortality and get popularity to our admiral. Or we could get extra throughput. Let's reduce the mortality. I don't overly care about the whaling throughput. Not at the moment. We don't have a lot of whaling stations. That's fine. Right, how's the power block doing? Yeah, 41 cohesion, that's good. So that should mean that Hawaii is trending in the right way. So that would result in enough of an advantage that we could actually add Hawaii to our power block. That would be good. Nice. Looks like iron is getting a bit more expensive again. Clothes, tools. That's fine. We're gonna absolutely... I just find it really funny how we're just gonna crash the fine art price. I mean, where is it at the moment? It's still pretty high, but this is definitely going to crash. Especially once all these art academies actually start filling up with people. I just don't believe there's a lot of demand for it. That will increase later. Maybe we could just export a load of fine art. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh god, we're getting all these events. Leave me alone. The ideas of the Farapila Party have been rising throughout the country. Yes, good. But... more radicals? There's not a lot of radicals, though. That's fine. Do that. Fear amongst investors. With concerns about national stability in Brazil spreading, investors affiliated with the industrialists have threatened to withdraw their investments in several factories in Rio. So we can increase loan interest rate and retreat the coup progress. I don't care about that. Or we can get paper mill throughput reduced. Ugh. That's disgusting. Well, the coup is just going to time out soon, isn't it? How about we just send the Navy to Ecuador again? And then just have the coup time out, right? That should work. Petty bourgeoisie are no longer interested in us. No, stop tanking my interest. How dare you? That should work, right? Yeah, this is gonna die immediately. We should have just done that to begin with. No end in sight droughts. Okay. Did we actually increase our law enforcement investment? No. Yeah, the coup has closed. Good. Get out of here. So that got rid of that other event, right? Yeah. Good. Am I just going to keep the Navy in Ecuador just forever? Maybe. Let's merge it back up. It's fine. No, we didn't do it. Hold on. You can't confirm. What about this one? Why aren't I allowed to confirm this? It's weird. Oh, it's because you're moving over. Oh, whatever. Whatever. The Catholic Church hates us. Most of our interest groups hate us now. It's kind of irritating. Well, let's get the election done, and then I think we'll wrap it up, because we've done a lot today, and I've got a lot to think about next time we stream. We've got to get our steel industry up. We've got to get our railway industry up. That's important. We also have to actually get a colonial institution going, because our coffee company is getting close to the point of prosperity. We will have to get a few more plantations made, but I'm sure they'll make more plantations for us. We're actually building more tooling workshops as we speak, so maybe this tooling system situation is going to resolve itself. Yeah, interest is pretty low now. Interest is very low, actually, compared to our overall costs. I think the threat from interest now is no longer so much the payments themselves, so much as hitting our credit limit. This is a sign that we actually need to just invest in more urbanization. Right, here we go. So the Fire Pillars have got in this time. That's good. So we should be able to do a free reform, right? We could add the armed forces, or we could just keep it legitimate. Hooray! Legitimacy. Loyalists. Let's do that. Good. Okay. We'll leave them in charge. Keep the legitimacy. Does this mean we can increase taxes? We could increase taxes if we really felt like it. Probably don't want to. Authority is lowered. Why is that? Let's remove 2 of these. That's fine. And let's add a government administration. Oh, I don't know. Let's say... Oh, let's add a couple. We're actually hitting the tax... We're actually generating too much tax here now, so let's actually get those built. Let's get those bumped up the list. And then I'm going to quickly speed 4 through that. Just so that we actually remember to invest in the final level of police. And then we'll get these radicals down. Because we need to get our interest groups back on board. But this means the intelligentsia and the rural folk have a lot of clout now. So we're getting less radicals. We're getting the big migration attraction bonus. That's good. Child labor, restricted child labor is going up. Loan interest bonus is less. This is good. I'm happy with this. Surely interest groups will get back on side later. Yeah, productivity is going up here again. We'll definitely want to keep an eye on the company. Anything else interesting going on in the world? Portugal doesn't have too much momentum in Africa. I think we should be able to get at least an inlet. I think that's a good long-term strategy. Jambi is looking large. Oh! The Dutch East Indies exploded. That's interesting. It's weird. It doesn't normally happen. Anything else interesting going on? Not overly? Ottomans are looking different than usual a little bit? I don't know, things look fairly normal. Oh, let's just do the friggin' institution before we forget. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think that will be it then. I think that'll be it for now, unless there's something imminently coming up that we can do. That'll happen in a year, the next mandate. I guess we'll get more authority, more subject payments. We will keep all of these subjects here. I wish we didn't release Paraguay. We should have kept Paraguay as a subject. But we'll aim on vassalizing these guys next. How long will it take for us to invite you? Fairly soon. Could I actually just draft another treaty here? We could do a defensive pact. That sounds good. There you go. I like the map. The Mappa Mundi. Yeah, that's really good. That will give us a big slice of leverage. Okay. And then this state. This is the one that needs more infrastructure. Right? Yeah, we need a bit more infrastructure there. That's fine. We were just going to do a port there, weren't we? And we've already invested in this port. Put that port at the top. And then we'll do the others. I think that will do for now, then. What's the thumbnail going to be today? Just political chaos? I don't know. I don't know. We're getting there. Pedro's doing all right. We're getting there. Still a great power. Still sorting things out. We at least industrialized today. That's good. Literacy is actually going down, but that's because so many pops are coming in. We're at 12.5 million now. Look how much our population has exploded today. We played this game for 5 years. Our population was here at the start of the stream, I think. Actually, no. I think it was more like here. Yeah, it was here at the start of the stream. We've, like, almost increased our population by 50% today. That's great. And everyone's taking jobs. That's good. Right, well, let's save it. Stream run 5. And we will come back to this, hopefully, tomorrow. Because I really want to catch up with this run. Because I know we didn't stream this week because I was ill. But we'll sort it out. But thanks very much for hanging out today. If you're still here. I've really enjoyed spending some more time with Brazil and getting that done. I think the runs go really well. I think we've solved our legitimacy crisis. I think we have industrialized to a much better degree. Oh, there goes Whiskers. There's the fish. And now the main thing we need to do is get steel and engines worked on so we can actually get railways going. That would be really good so we can solve our transportation issue, but that's a fairly low emergency level of situation. So that's good. And then, actually, the main thing we need to do next stream is slavery. Banning slavery. Let's investigate that further. Yes, if you want to catch any of the previous stream VODs let's play through, they're on the YouTube channel. There is the Discord where we hang out. We talk about video games as well. So if you have any questions about Victoria 3, feel free to ask them and I'll try and answer them. I'm still learning this game. I think a lot of people, well, I think a lot of people are learning this game with me in the Discord, but we'll figure it out. Stream-wise, I usually stream weekday evenings, 7 till 10:30 British time, but these are catch-up streams. So hopefully I'll be around tomorrow. Maybe not. Hopefully I'll be around tomorrow evening. Yeah, take care, everyone. I'm not going to go raid anyone today, but enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.